What's up, man? It's your boy GP.
What up, y'all? This is Derrick.
And we back with Fat Podcast.
Talking about supplements
today. Man. So we're going to just jump right into it. I know a lot of people always asking the question, do supplements work? And I want to tell you, at the end of the day, it's nothing that you could do to beat a healthy diet. Like, supplements are cool, but you can't just be contingent upon using the supplements and not having a balanced and all-around diet. Now, I do get the part where a lot of people do take it because of convenience and stuff like that. And, some people might not be able to eat oranges just due to the fact of where they're living at or something like that. And so you taking these one-a-day multivitamins thinking that they're working and all this other stuff. And sometimes that's not always the case. And a lot of those supplement companies don't tell you all that. Even when it comes to the proteins, the fat burners, the pre-workouts, and all these things.
They leave y'all in the dark about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, because it's a marketing thing, man. And
the
more
money.
you all spend your money on it, the more they're gonna keep selling it to you. So
right, ain't nothing good like a repeat customer. That's why all that serving sizes come, in 30-day packs or 14-day packs, so that you gotta keep coming back.
Yeah,
and they're priced just below your pain point, so you don't mind spending it, even though over the long run it's gonna hurt you, but you don't feel it right up front.
Mm-hmm.
But these supplements, man, we be all falling into them in the beginning.
Yeah, because like I said, for some people, like me just being a personal trainer, I might recommend a protein shake to someone because more than likely, depending on where they're working at, they just can't get up and warm their food up.
Right.
Or depending on the job. So it's like, okay, cool. All right, boy, in the meantime, instead of starving, let's take a shake then until you get off or whatever the case may be till you can get to your next meal. But the goal is not to be dependent upon it. Like, if you can eat your food, eat your food. Right. Like, a lot of times, I think a lot of people become narrow-minded. They don't want to try different varieties of food, which would give them certain nutrition and certain things that they would need.
Man, they missing out.
And they recommend on supplements,
Yeah.
Like, for real, in the morning, oatmeal is a good source of an energy carb that people fail to neglect and they don't take it.
Right.
Like, and so you have some people that'll take a...
Wait, and that's another thing. Oatmeal only take about 3 minutes to cook in the microwave.
Yeah.
It's not even that long.
That is crazy, right?
So
it's not long.
Right. And scrambling up an egg or two don't take that long either. That's like 5 minutes top. So, don't say that you don't got 3 minutes or 5 minutes to make oatmeal and eggs. But
in the average person's mind, it's okay.
It's too much effort.
I could just put this in this water and get the same effect energy wise, and that's less than 30 seconds, and I'm going. You know what I'm saying, about my day.
Yeah.
And so
I guess
it becomes crazy, man. How we just really rely on this stuff, man. And like I said, it's a marketing thing, man, and I get it. They trying to get rid of products and sell them to people when people constantly keep buying them. And they already know, because and them, these people who are marketing these things, you got to understand, they already know half the people are lazy.
Right.
And a lot of people don't have the mindset to actually do what it is that's needed to do. So everybody just think it's a magic pill. Like, if I take this one vitamin in the morning, it's going to give me everything that I need nutrition wise towards I don't have to eat the certain foods that I need to be eating. Right. That is crazy. So it's like everybody got this one pill or this one thing that you could just take and you going, and that's not the case. If that's the case, then half these people walking around would be looking the way they looking.
Right. I mean, you'd have your magic pill that does everything for you.
Yeah,
you'll blow all your money at GNC and bodybuilding.com and Vitamin Shop on these supplements or these vitamins or whatever, and you look the same day after day, week after week, month after month, and you done pour how many dollars? Like, you should track it in like Mint or like your bank statement over the course of a year. Look at all the supplements that you done bought. You probably spend a couple $1,000 on supplements, and it don't even cross your mind. Look, I'm guilty of that too, because I will punish some energy drinks.
Man, you know what, man? I ain't gonna take no protein shake. I'm gonna just take a protein cookie.
Damn.
I ain't gonna take no protein cookie. I'm gonna take a protein bar. Like, it's just crazy, but
and it's going into the same pockets at the end of the day. It don't matter. That shake, that bar, that cookie, they all about $3-4 a piece. So you giving up your money to somebody.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, they don't even. So you were talking about vitamins. So the specific thing about vitamins that it took me some time to figure that out too. But it's like the multivitamins are super hit or miss, and they're more on the miss side than they are on the hit side. What makes you think your body, I mean, think about it from a logical standpoint, your body is meant to eat food, and we've been eating food as humans our whole existence. So why do you think your body is set up in a way that can extract all of the vitamins and minerals from 1 or 2 or 5 pills and think that you're good all day? That's not how the body is set up. I mean, your intestines are long, so it has time to absorb a lot, but that has more to do with, you know, breaking down vegetable fibers, fruit fibers, potatoes, or breaking down beans or something. It's not meant to extract all the vitamins out at one time. And then, you know, if your 30-day supply of vitamins costs you like $10, $20, $30, you definitely know the companies are using the cheapest form of the vitamin in a synthetic form, and your body can't absorb the synthetic form all the time. Because going back to what it is in nature, if you are getting magnesium from walnuts or something, you got fat in the walnuts, you got selenium in the walnuts, you got magnesium. So you have a bunch of other things to slow the absorption down. It's carbs in there. It's a bunch of things that slow down the breakdown process, so your body has enough time to extract all that. And even still, you use the bathroom after you eat, so you're not extracting everything. So you're still losing out. So with a vitamin, a cheap one, you're not getting the usable form of it more than likely, and you're not getting all of it. I know I used to take the vitamins from GNC, and maybe hour or two after I take it, I go to the bathroom and pee. Shit, bright it's yellow. Done. Yeah, it's all right it's there. Like all the vitamins are right there. That's all the B12. Definitely, like all the water soluble vitamins are just straight out gone right then and there.
But due to conveniency and just off the simple fact of how convenient it is just to do it, you know, to somebody else, they might not go the extra mile to get up to even make oatmeal or make a breakfast. So it's like, I'm gonna take this and get started. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why they keep marketing. That's why people keep buying it, despite, you know, it's not doing anything for you really. You know, but you think it is in your mind mentally, because it's like, okay, cool, because it says if I take this pill, this is everything I'm gonna get from it. So in your mind, all right, this is equivalent. If I take this one pill, that's equivalent to me eating 4 oranges. If I take this one pill, it helps with iron and all this other stuff, and then you taking it, but it's not really, you're not really seeing anything for it. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
But you know, but to you, it's a mind thing. You paying for it, and you're hoping based on what they're promoting and what they're saying, you know, these companies have been tested and approved by everything that they're saying, and it's legit. And that's not always the case.
It's rarely
so they tell
the case.
you all this stuff, and you're like, okay, cool, well, it's been approved, so you know it's gonna work. And it's not like that. You know what I'm saying?
You know, so, you know, it's something about that you said too. So the approval process, supplements aren't regulated by the FDA.
Yeah, they're not. They really not.
I could put sawdust in a container, slap a label on it, say it's protein powder, spike it with some cheap amino acids, so when they do a test, it shows a high profile of nitrogen.
But it's some garbage.
So it's gonna flag as it's high in protein because it's high in nitrogen. And I mean, and then I'll charge you $50, say it's like super fast absorption, and put a cool sticker on it and give it some great branding. And then you'll buy it,
or get somebody with a good physique and say, "Hey, look, that's like
all these paid sponsors that be bouncing around."
It's a hustle.
Yeah, it's definitely a hustle.
It's like, that's like, you look the way you look, and I tell you, hey man, look, I want you to promote this protein that I just made.
I will,
and I want you to tell people, you take this protein, and that's the reason why you look the way you look.
Right.
But you've been looking the way you've been looking before you even took this protein. Half the time, these people ain't even taking these supplements.
I ain't even take the protein.
It's an endorsement. So if you're gonna give me $4,000 a month just to say I'm taking this, oh, that's a no-brainer. I'm taking this, and I'm gonna let y'all know I'm taking this so that you could buy this.
I'll put up an
they
Instagram
putting food
post
in my house. You know what I'm saying? So
I'll shoot a YouTube video with the supplement in the background, and I'll do a couple of posts on Instagram with you know, me in the fit tee. But well, after you said something else about these supplements, like they're not tested, and you know, so the supplement companies. So here's the thing: so they're not tested, they're not funded by the government. So even when these supplement companies come through with their research, you got to look at who's funding that research. Because if I'm a business owner and I'm telling this scientist to run a study comparing my product that I'm paying him to do the study on against my competitors' products who aren't paying him to do the study on, what do you think that study is going to say? It's in his best interest to skew the data or skew the presentation of the data in such a way that it makes the consumer or even the person that's intelligent enough to like kind of break down and try to understand it, it's going to skew it in such a way that it makes you think that the supplement actually works. And it's not always the case. You're better off served by kind of going on, the public med websites or NCBI and doing your research there, or even as a starting ground, just I think the FDA has a website that tells you, the recommended daily intake of different vitamins and stuff like that. But you got to go further to find out the most absorbable form for the human body. And that leads me back to my point of like, you got to look at what's on the back of the label. So even when I buy some vitamins, I bought some for me and my girl for a while. But I was very cautious. I was up in the vitamin shop for like a good 40 minutes looking at the back of them because I had a checklist of the most absorbable form, the amount.
And see, everybody not even doing all that.
No, nobody does that.
They're not even doing all that.
But that's why you should come to me, hit me up in my DMs, slide in my DMs, hit me up. I'll tell you what form to buy and how much you need to make your gains. Because
everybody's taking these one gummies thinking they doing something.
They taste good, but that's about it.
That's it. They don't find it.
Gummies.
That's about it. That's the only thing.
they taste good.
You're still missing everything else, man.
It make you feel good about yourself because on the back it say, I got 1,000 milligrams, 1,000% of my vitamin C for the day, like 50% of my vitamin D for the day. And
same thing with the fat burners, right? Because I get people that be like, man, it worked. And I'm like,
the placebo effect is real.
It's crazy because with fat burners, right? You got somebody who will take a fat burner and normally they won't be able to do, normally without the fat burner, they're probably doing cardio for like 35, 40 minutes. Now that they're taking the fat burner, they can do cardio an hour plus, right?
Yeah.
And so in their mind, it's like, it works. But really, it's really not that the fact that it's working. All it did was gave you extra energy to go harder. So it's not like this pill just made you say, all right, I'm gonna drop a lot of fat. Like people, like all it did was, it was considered like taking energy. All it did was just boost your normal activity to like another extra 20, 30 minutes.
So
when that happens, they like, okay, well, fat burners work. In their mind, it's hard to tell somebody it didn't work because in their mind, it's like, well,
they're getting it. And they're experiencing it because they're probably sweating more too.
So
but are they sweating more because of the supplement? Because it's got capsaicin in it that makes you sweat, or are you sweating more because you're on a treadmill for half an hour more? And of course you're going to sweat more. You're working more.
Yeah. So. People swear by, supplements and, I take this and this work and this, and it's funny because what these companies do too, right? They'll bring out a product that will work, right? And then come back and switch up the ingredient or take something out. Yeah, new and improved. The main ingredient. So it's not even so it's not even the same. So now you still tasting that high from what you felt the first time from taking it. And you still buying this supplement even though you know for a fact it's not even working.
Who remembers, hopefully somebody that watching us does, Jack 3D?
Oh, I remember Jack 3D.
The original Jack 3D was that ish, man.
Boy, that was Jack.
Yeah,
it was another, what was it called? I think it was Black Magic. It was like another. It was like another pre-workout.
It was everybody a handful of them. I know another one was Jekyll and Hyde by ProSups. I know they had that secret ingredient in there that made that joint really work, and then the ingredient got banned.
Yeah, listen, P6 Circular. I remember when they first came out.
What, Cellucor?
Yeah, Cellucor, right?
Yeah, Cellucor started off hot.
Listen,
I liked them in the beginning
because everybody, during that time I was playing college football, everybody that was taking that was benching like over 315 at the time, and 315 went to like 365. Like we just benching out this crazy stuff, and after a while, when I graduated and then started entering bodybuilding, that same product was not producing the same results, and they came out with 5 different types of
P6 black,
P6, yeah, it's
P6
like,
hard, like
now y'all
hardcore,
doing
some
too
other
much
shit.
now. So now y'all got us thinking, all right, well, if I take the black one, it's gonna work even harder than the other.
Right.
Your game's still all horrible.
Wait, the black
It's
one's
like,
gonna
come
work
on,
harder
man.
than all the other ones.
Yeah, like come on, man.
Man.
But yeah, they hustle you, man. They get you hooked on. They get you hooked. They take something out. They know you're gonna keep buying it because you're chasing the high like a crackhead.
Yeah, it's really a drug. All they doing is playing with your dopamine, trying to get you addicted. Man, yeah, that P6 though. I remember my first time trying that P6. Like I was like, oh shit, I got strong.
Yeah, that thing that was like that.
And then that second bottle, it didn't hit the same. It didn't hit the same.
And I give you another one. Everybody, I remember. It was Rip 3D. It was a vitamin package.
Yeah.
You
what, the GNC one?
Yeah, let me tell you something.
GNC vitamin package.
Everybody swore about it. Everybody was taking it, man. Listen.
They got my money in college.
They had people who normally don't take pills taking pills.
Yeah.
People who would be like, man, I have a hard time swallowing pills. I'll never take pills. They was taking those pills.
And it was like seven. It was a pack of 6. Yeah, it was like a lot of them in there.
You would have thought you had a disease taking those pills, man. Like, I got to take all these for breakfast, bro. I'm like, come on, man. Oh, you take these 3 and then take these 2 after lunch. It was like crazy, but people were swearing by them. And they was taking them.
That was some great marketing and putting all the vitamins in a package. Man, that's what's up.
But see, when you get in this bodybuilding world, you realize all that's just hype.
It's all hype.
It's all hype when it comes to these supplements because we see stuff that the average person don't get to see.
Yeah.
And while you competing and then while you dealing with sponsors and stuff like that, you realize like, yeah, this is just a hustle. It's all a game.
It's a hustle.
It's a game.
You know why them fat burning pills work? I bet you if you stop taking your fat burner pill, go to CVS and buy a big ass bottle of 200 milligram caffeine and take it, you will get the same exact effect because the main ingredient in all the fat burners are caffeine. Because caffeine is a proven supplement. It decreases your it decreases how long it takes you to get tired. And in the short term, it actually does make you stronger. So when you take it right before you train, that's what I do. Mm-hmm. It makes me stronger. I get more endurance, and I can hit the gym for like 2 hours straight.
Yeah, especially like for people who really struggle with like fatiguing off work or whatever it is, but I just trying to get in the gym. Somebody who went to work, put their 8 to 9 hours in, get off. Now they come to the gym, depending on what type of field they're in. When you take that, now it helps you get through the workout. Yeah,
which is good. I mean, if like you gotta look at things with from the top down holistically. Like if this supplement or even the placebo effect from the supplement is gonna give you the mental boost to get through your work, to get to the gym and get through your workout, then you probably should take it. I mean, it's better than not going to the gym and not hitting your workout. So.
But just don't think that's like
don't think
all
that,
be all.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because like I said, at some point people get hooked on supplements.
Yeah.
So now check this out. So now you was taking 1 or 2 scoops of pre-workout. Now you got to take 4 of them just to even get a boost because your body done got tolerant of what you was taking. So now it don't even bother or affect you anymore.
Look, I'll be honest with that because I am addicted to energy drinks and I got to come off of that. I got to figure something out. Yeah. But I remember the last time I was trying to do contest prep, which was September, October 2019. Man, it was at one point in time for one of those weeks I was consuming probably 1,000 milligrams of caffeine from energy drinks, and that's not healthy at all, ever. And eventually, like, what I started doing was tracking how many energy drinks I was drinking and adding it all up. And then I set a limit for myself to not go above 600. But even 600 is high. But now I'm back down. Took some time, but I'm now back down to making sure I only hit 400. Yeah. I'm just going to wean myself off and try to go no caffeine because my friend of mine sent me something in Instagram, and it kind of elucidated what those energy drinks are doing to you. Because that artificial sweetener and whatever chemicals they put in there outside of the caffeine, it messes you up. I know for a fact it messes your it messes your hormones up. Because Monster, I was a fiend for Monster, like energy drinks, because they would sell them 2 $4.
Which
or
one
3 for
came
$4.
out before Bang? It was something else. What was before Bang?
Oh
no! It was Bang. Then they got so we got Bang, and now they got a new product. That's
Rain.
Rain.
Yeah, Rain for one. It's just Monster. It's just in a different can.
Yeah, because let me tell you how this how crazy it is, right? When Bangs came out with those different flavors, I got so hooked. I realized it was days I didn't need it one. I was just taking
and
it.
you just drink it anyway.
I was taking it because it was like it gave my body jumper cable. I would just take it, and I'm wide awoke.
Right.
But depending on when we worked out, if I took it at night, I couldn't go to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm walking around the house like I can't even. I'm just like energized or whatever. And because I train a lot of doctors and stuff like that, you know, they'll be like, you know, you don't need to take those. You need to stop taking those. They're not healthy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Bang. One of them had like this. It was something in it towards though. If you poured the Bang on the ground, they were saying like you just light it up and it just come
oh
like
shit!
So I didn't know. So when
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know
I didn't
that. Right?
See that video.
So
hey, yo, I'm about to try it. I got a Bang in the car.
when I found that out, when these doctors were telling me this, I'm like, all right, well, cool. Since I'm already hooked, if you see me with one in the gym, just slap it out my hand. I don't care. I clean it up. Like I'm not gonna get mad at you. Like that's gonna stop me because I was taking them every day.
Damn.
And then it went from every day to like. It was like no, it went from every day to like I was doing it like 4 times a day.
Yeah,
I mean 4 times a week. I'm sorry. I was taking it 4 times a week.
Like, shit, you skyrocketed.
Then I went from that to because with me, I'm up longer than the average person.
Yeah.
And so my days are a little bit longer. So I'm not gonna say about being a hypocrite. So like I might go from drinking coffee to energy drink, and then I was doing a green tea thing that was helping out. Then I tried some supplements from Herbalife. That gave energy, but then what I realized, right? What I realized is at the end of the day, you need to manage your time better.
Yeah.
Take your ass to sleep.
Yeah. So
that you can get rejuvenated. So in the morning, you don't have to worry about all this shit.
Yeah. Man.
And so that's what not overworking yourself, knowing your boundaries, and having a cutoff come in at.
Right.
And with me training like a lot of people, just knowing how to say no or being, you know, real when it comes to time management. I was like, hey, look. We got to cancel,
right?
Or I got to reschedule. I got to charge for a session. And at the time I was driving, I was staying like an hour away, so that's like 2 hours back and forth, driving and stuff like that. So for me, it was like I'd rather take a Bang instead of fall asleep behind the wheel. At least I knew for a fact if I take this Bang,
I'm gonna make it home.
I'm gonna make it home.
I ain't gonna no fall asleep,
and look,
but I'm make it home.
and they was faithful to me the whole time.
Yeah,
I ain't fall asleep behind the wheel driving. But I'm saying that to say like, yo, those things became addictive and they started coming out with like cotton candy and all that. And I found myself not needing it. Like, and I was still drinking it because the taste was like addictive. But when I weaned off of it, I started doing better and it helped me realize, like talking to different people, like, cause I got a homeboy, right now, he has like a, it's like a book bag. It's like a pack that he carry every day for his heart. Because he works at night and because he was taking so many energy drinks, going from energy drinks to like what is 4 hour? The
4 hour energy.
4 hour energies. Man, every energy thing you could name, he took every day faithfully.
Damn.
And it affected him. And you talking about somebody who's like still young, he's like 46. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This man walking around with a pack on because he's been working at night since he was 18, taking energy drinks.
Shit.
And so, you know, you never really see the effect of it in the beginning.
Nah.
It hits later on down the road. You realize, yo, this is not really, you know what I'm saying?
Right. This
is not where it's at. But
and that constant caffeine flood, it does constrict your blood vessels, so that's gonna make it harder. Eventually, I'm into some hippie type stuff, and they were like, it's gonna constrict the vessels, your blood vessels that go to your brain. So eventually, you just won't be able to think as clear as you used to. Mm-hmm. And then, but you won't even recognize it because the minute you try to come off of the caffeine, you go through withdrawals, which is actually a thing. Yeah. And you get, you get the itches and all that shit because you need the caffeine.
When I stopped taking energy drinks and all that other stuff, I noticed in the morning I became even more sluggish getting up.
Yeah.
And like it was like I could be up 5 o'clock in the morning. and functioning, but it don't hit me until like 7, 8 o'clock. Like, okay, now I feel like I'm up.
Right.
It's like a slow drag. It was like warming up a goddamn car for like 3 hours before you can actually drive the goddamn shit to get to where you need to be at. Like, that's how my body was feeling.
As a person that consumes caffeine on the regular, still to this day, I'll tell you one thing is for sure: sleep is the most important thing. But caffeine is a lot like using your credit card. I mean, you get like whatever you want right now, but you gotta pay it back at some point in time. And if you keep going into swiping your credit card for everything, you know, when that bill comes due at the end of the month, you gotta pay it. Your body's the same way. You can tell your body, you know, give it caffeine and, you know, tap your adrenaline and give you more energy, because that's what it's doing. It's raising your cortisol, raising your adrenaline, and you're getting more energy or the feeling of more energy. But at some point in time, your body's gonna crash, and that's the other thing too. Is like your brain receptors get down regulated, or I think they down regulate the receptors for whatever triggers the caffeine in your brain. So that's how you end up drinking 2 cans a day, 3 cans a day. Like I like your boy. At the end of the day, you gotta pay it back. So whenever you come off of caffeine, that 1, 2, 3 weeks, or maybe even a month or 2 months is gonna be hard, because you're gonna be groggy, waking up at 5 o'clock, and you don't actually feel awake until 8.
And look, and that's crazy, because you got people who take an energy drink in the morning, a pre-workout before they train.
This guy.
Somebody might drink coffee before they do cardio the night. Like, so like, you putting all this stuff in, man, and it got your body on like a whole nother. I remember one day, because like I said, I'm real sensitive to stuff. So like, anybody who know me, when I take a pre-workout, when we train,
you be acting off the wall.
People like, oh,
who
the fuck gave him a pre-workout? Somebody gave him a pre-workout.
You come in a whole different person.
I'll become a whole different person, man. I remember one day we trained at 4 p.m. and these dudes gave me a pre-workout, right? I could not go to sleep. I don't even know which one I took. I just took the shit. I knew my body was itching, and all I already knew. I knew I fucked up because my body itching and everything. You started
scratching the skin.
I'm like, man, what the fuck going on? I can't sit still. Like, I'm superset in between how we work out, and you know, don't nobody superset between how we work out, how we train.
Because it's already a superset.
Exactly. So I'm right here doing all this other crazy shit, and so I feel my heart like about to bust out my chest. I'm like, God damn, what the fuck going on? So I get home. I knew I fucked up, because when I got in the house was already clean. I cleaned it again. Right? Exactly.
I'm at paranoid.
The house was already cleaned. I cleaned the shit again.
You just need something to do.
I'm like, because I couldn't sit down, right? And so when I actually laid down, I felt like my heart was skipping. Like, it was just, and I'm in my mind like, what the hell going on? Like, I felt like my heart is beating right. And maybe, like I said, maybe it was just everything that was going on. I'm like, because the person who gave me the shit, I called him around 2 o'clock in the morning. If Matt gave me the shit, you can ask Matt to this day. I called him. His girlfriend thought that I probably was another chick calling his phone. Ain't no telling, because she was like, who the fuck called you 2 o'clock in the morning? He was like, oh, that's GP. I called Matt and I said, hey, I can't go to sleep. What the fuck did you give me? Yeah, that's how the conversation went. I cleaned the house probably like 2 times. Like, it was clean.
Hey, if that's all it takes, I got some caffeine for you.
No, I'm good.
like I was dirty hell,
like
man.
This shit had me like I was good off of that, and I thought I was tripping because, if I'm not mistaken, I think the same pre-workout I took that day, Rod had got some and somebody else, and then when I was describing the symptoms that I was experiencing,
y'all was telling me about that.
Rod was like, the same shit happened to him, so I felt good because I'm like, okay, at least I ain't by myself tripping. But that was the day that made me realize, like, that I can't do no more pre-workouts.
Yeah.
And so, because like I said, you got, I was one of those people that was probably doing the bang and then the pre-workout before we bang out, and don't let it be like a day was though. Okay, cool, we probably did back that day, and I'm trying to go in and do light shoulders before we do Friday shoulders again. So I'm trying to get some extra homework in, and it's like, nah, that wasn't working. On top of being up 4 o'clock in the morning and going to sleep
at 2?
10.
Oh.
10 at night. You know what I'm saying? It started all over again. So it was like, but
I guess the flip side of all of this is you should definitely prioritize sleep. Know your boundaries.
Yeah.
Tell people no. cut stuff off. You gotta be more efficient with your time. I'm learning that right now too. I'm trying to get into bed for like a good chunk of almost all of 2019. I was going to bed at like 2 a.m. on the regular and waking up at 5, anywhere between 5 and like an 8.
Yeah.
And that's not enough time. So I know I'm trying to, it's actually a goal, or I feel accomplished because I've been going to bed around midnight nowadays. Mm-hmm. But it don't help because I be up at 3, so I could go train somebody at 4 or train somebody at 5. Yeah. I really ain't getting no sleep, but at least I'm getting to bed earlier. Fourth is the issue. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and other things. So be mindful of time management.
Yeah.
And the vitamins thing. Back to that. I don't know why people don't like to cook. It's like it takes work to cook.
I think not. You know what? I think some people don't know how to cook.
Some people don't know how to cook.
They don't.
They don't. Some people legit don't know how to cook.
No, I know this for a fact. I train people who don't know how to cook.
Only eat out because
that's all they know.
Yeah, that's all they know.
But some people don't know how to cook. Like there was a client who I gave a meal plan to, and when I waited after that first month of me training her, she didn't lose any weight. And she actually gained weight. And I'm like,
oh, you know something though.
I was like, what's going on? I said, man, are you following the meal plan? She was like, no.
Flat out.
I said, why are you not following the meal plan? She was like, because I don't know how to cook.
She said that?
She told me that. So I'm there like,
I know who I'm not talking to.
How you don't know how to cook? Like, you feel me? But it's crazy because if you see this sister, she's a nice looking sister. If you just assuming, okay, that's like the least of her worries.
Yeah.
Going to IG, she got all these followers, she popping, but she can't cook. And so it's like, man, like, yo, that's crazy. Like, you might want to invest in some money and learn how to cook.
I don't even know what you do. You go to how do you not even know how to cook like eggs?
No, I'm serious. Some spaghetti? People really, they don't have it. They don't have it.
I'm talking like basic things, eggs, spaghetti.
Some sisters can't cook rice.
God damn,
they can't.
That's hard. That's really hard.
But at the end of the day, you want a man. But like somehow they can't really. They really can't cook, man. They really can't. So and then not to mention,
Uber Eats.
Not to mention, even if you paid for your meals to get prepped, that's expensive.
People don't. I had a client that wants to do that.
Yeah, that's expensive, man.
Because he don't got time. He wanted to do the meal prep, and I sent him a bunch of them. And I told him flat out, I was like, even if I have you eating 3 meals a day, this is gonna add up.
About $200-$300 a week.
Yeah,
depending on the meal.
$300. I'm thinking $300 to $400.
That's the least.
Yeah, and that was just 3 meals a day.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I was gonna have you eating 4 meals a day, but if you really want this meal prep service, maybe you can order 2 meals a day from them to cut the cost, and then you make breakfast at home or something. Mm-hmm. That'd be the most efficient way. But meal prep services are expensive. I know that's why I never did one.
Oh, I know for a fact. That's why I had to go the other route. Yeah. But like you said, like some people, they can't get what they need half the time because some of them they can't cook. And like you said, when it comes to time management, like when you're prepping food, you have to know, all right, cool, this food is going to run out Wednesday.
Right.
Which means Wednesday, I need to be prepping from Wednesday to whether it be Saturday or Sunday.
Right.
Until I prep again. So it becomes like a routine thing. And when you fail or drop the ball in one of those scenarios, now you're talking about 2-3 days you haven't prepped.
Yeah.
Which means you're going to be eating anything.
Yeah.
So it's that right there is time consuming when somebody realize, people just say prepping is this and it's easy. No, it's not. When you realize it take you about 2-3 hours, sometimes it might be 4 for you to just cook all that food.
Yeah.
Then put it in the containers and all that. Now you're like, now it's a different mindset. Okay, now I see what these people go through.
Yeah. Now
I see why they charge what they charge. I see why people go this route when it comes to certain things, because sometimes when you're looking at it on social media or YouTube and all that,
and they
people just make it look so effortless.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you like, man.
All the containers lined up and it's divvied
that's
out.
It. That's the easy part. That's the decoration.
Yeah.
You ain't see like I had to peel all these eggs or whatever it is just to get to where I need to be at and stuff like that.
I gave up on that. I peel the eggs on the day I'm about to eat them. I don't even mind. I boil them all at one time.
I started drinking egg whites. I called it a day.
Yeah.
And that was the nastiest thing. But I was like, you know what? It is what it is. Because, like I said, but you know, certain places have
the flavored egg whites.
No, it's certain places I forgot. Like it's something with the boiled eggs where
they're already boiled and peeled.
They come off. Yeah, they got something that's like that, and then you have ones where the shell come off easy. It's like this thing. It's like a.
I can't remember.
It's like a maker. You can put the egg in and it just take the shell off for you. It makes it easier compared to you using your thumb trying to take it off. Because half the time, if you leave it overnight or if you leave it in the morning and do it,
you peeling a lot of the egg.
You peel a lot of eggs off
with the shell. Somebody told me that after you hard boil eggs, if you hard boil them in with a little, maybe like a teaspoon, no, like a teaspoon of baking powder. Mm-hmm. If you boil it or let it cool with baking powder, it makes the egg shell easier to peel off. Like it almost like just falls off on its own. Mm-hmm. I can't remember where I saw that from, but it might be true. Y'all should look that up.
Yeah,
it might help you. So it takes effort. I know I was complaining about meal prep a long time ago, like because it was taking me about 4 or 5 hours. Back in like August of last year, it was taking me like 4 or 5 hours to cook all the beef, all the salmon, all the broccoli, and like just everything, just going through everything. But now I don't know how, but because I need the time. I just can't afford to waste that much time meal prepping anymore. So somehow or another, I figured out a way to cook all my meals and pack them up in about 2 hours. Mm-hmm. So by the time I go grocery shopping, that takes me an hour. Go home, and then just get to work. And I slam an energy drink, and then I get to work.
And this is the reason why people fall back to supplements.
Yeah,
because of conveniency, like and certain things that they're taking and stuff, man.
But the supplements don't give you the same thing that food gives you.
No,
you know, just a word of the wise. I tell everybody that I work with, I don't care how you prepare your food, except don't fry it, and I don't care what vegetables that you eat. You just got to eat vegetables, eat the rainbow. I think I picked that up a long time ago, but I think that's like the biggest clue for health, for bodybuilding, for everybody. Like eat the rainbow, eat things that are red. Mm-hmm. So tomatoes, peppers, green, yellow, blue, blueberries, blackberries, eggplant. You know, just get all the colors in.
Mm-hmm. So if you ain't learned anything from us, just know this, man. At the end of the day, there's no one pill, no magic pill. There's no one supplement that you can just take that's just going to get you over the hump and get you where you need to be at. This is a life change. And sometimes in this life change, you have to sacrifice your uncomfortability to do what you need to do. When it comes to preparing food, which you can't get around because you cannot cheat food. You cannot cheat a good diet. Like a good diet and a balanced diet is going to help you and it's going to give you everything that you need. Whereas though you don't have to necessarily always depend on supplements. Now, once again, supplements do come in handy if you're a person who working a particular job and you don't have access to like everybody else. Whereas though instead of you just starving, now you could take a shake or take whatever to help you get through. But you know, at the end of the day, you just, you know, for those of you who do have the time, you just can't rely on it and just say, all right, well, I'm going to take these supplements and yeah, they work because of this and that. Because at the end of the day, some of y'all been taking these supplements for 4, 5, 6 years and guess what? Ain't nothing changed about you. Still looking the same. Thing. Still unhealthy and all that. So that just lets you know, man, just, you know, try not to be closed-minded when it comes to these things and if just rely on them so much, man.
Yeah, like if you know what you're doing food-wise, which you should, you know, vet your trainer and make sure that they know how to hook you up. You don't need any supplements at all. Supplements, as the name implies, are supplemental to your diets, and not just from the bodybuilding standpoint, but even from productivity and being more effective at your job. Having a well-balanced diet with all the fruits and veggies and eating clean and eating the good foods, not eating junk food, not relying on supplements, that's going to have you better off in the long run. You'll just be more efficient, more effective as a human, and healthier by choosing to go get the food. You gotta be uncomfortable. And as for all the supplements out there, as far as fat burning supplements, on my website, I actually have an article about that I wrote maybe like 2 years ago 3 years ago now in 2017 about all the stuff I was taking in the past to kind of help me burn fat for my show. But in hindsight, after that, I realized that the biggest thing about why I got lean, as lean as I did in my last show, was because I did cardio 3 times a day for more than half an hour at a time, and training. So you can't, like, a caffeine pill is only going to work but so much.
Yeah. And
all the other supplements, all the waist trainers, they can only help but so much. You still got to put in that work. You still got to eat clean.
Yep.
So hope y'all learned something from us today.
And make sure you continue to follow us. We're taking this to the next level. You heard me.
Y'all have a good night.
And we out.